Hello guys, welcome to today's episode. This is a special episode from Growth Crisis Inc. Radio KE. Follow us on all platforms. I am your guy, Lord Stipis. And today I have a special guest with me. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello, thank you. I'm Jacinta KINYUA. I'm happy to be here and to be invited for this particular event. I'm a retired citizen and I am happy about my retirement. Thank you.
I wanted us to talk about girls and boys, that is gender equality and gender to your bracket your gender and how we are embracing gender equality. So acha nianze maswali.
Welcome.
Unasikia aje kuhusu sahi tuko kwa empower the girl child?
Okay, let me say, it is true. The girl child has been really empowered and given a lot of privileges in comparison to her counterpart, the boy child. And I think it is the high time we strike a balance of empowering both, because at the end of it all, the girl child will require the boy child at one point in life. So it is good to empower both boys and girls or both gender so that especially when we come to the family unit, there could be compromise between the two genders.
Because the reason why I've asked that question is because in today's time you find a lot of single mothers or a lot of girls who want to be boys. This LGBTQ thing plus. Yani watu wanataka kuifanya ikuwe popular and more popular. Unapata mothers are taking their children to wafanywe hizo processes za wasichana wakuwe boys. Sijui kama unajua hizo vitu.
Okay, I have heard about it. And according to me and my opinion is one, it is not right because there is a power that controls human nature. And whatever name we call this power, personally I call this power God. Created each one of us with a purpose, either the male or the female. So I think trying to be the other one is not right, because you realize that even after going through the process, one later on in life comes to regret, because the male gender and the female gender, they have got their own advantages and their disadvantages.
True.
So when we come out to make the girl look like a boy or the other way around, definitely we are even distorting the plan of God. And it is not an advantage, it is not adding any value to anybody, because when we were created by that power which I'm calling God, God had a great plan for each one of us or for each one of the genders and a particular purpose and a particular job. So it means that the society will not achieve what was intended for it to achieve.
So you want to mean that the society maybe cannot function properly without that boy figure, that man figure?
True. Even from the creation, the boy figure or the man figure or the male was actually created and given a lot of responsibilities. So now when this boy decides to become a girl, who will do this responsibility? The society will be missing something that is so vital for it to function. Because this boy is supposed to be, first and foremost, to be a reader, the head.
Yeah.
To read the other gender. That is how it was intended. So when we reverse the roles, it means the boy is like, he does not know himself. He has not understood himself. He has not accepted himself. He is not proud of who he is.
True. And you've been employed, yes?
Yes.
And retired.
Yes.
Now, there's this debate that women are tending to be, if she's working, for example, if she's working, she's earning, she wants to play the role of the man. She wants to control the house. She wants to make the rules. She wants to be the man of the house. Yet there is a man of the house, maybe.
Yes.
So, and the reason why they want to control is because they are getting a salary, and they can provide everything for the family, the basic needs. Now, what is your view as a retired person? You've had a functional marriage, and maybe you can give us a secret on the pros and cons of marriage, working, and raising children.
Okay, I'll say this. I have been in salaried job for 34 years, and at the same time married to one man, KINYUA. And in comparison to what I was earning and what he was earning, it did not make any difference whether I'm the one earning more than him or him earning more than me. What I believe is, even if I was earning more than him, and I want to be very practical, at one point I was earning more than him. And it did not make any difference whether I was earning more than him. What was important is transparency and trust that we had with each other. That we were able to sit down and say, yes, this is now our income, the family income. As long as you pursue it from the perspective of it is the family, not me, not him. It is the everything, whatever I am doing as the lady, and whatever he is doing as the man, it is all geared towards the well-being of the family. There was no problem. We would agree. This is the project that we want to undertake. Whoever is able to go for a bigger role, go for it as much as you can qualify. The other one, and whatever you bring on the table, we will go towards the family project. So I believe whether it is me earning, the lady earning more, or the man earning more, it should not have an issue as far as the family unit is concerned. Otherwise, everything is for the good of the family. Now, you've asked about my advice on the issues of marriage and earning and all that. I would say, the two people who are deciding to come together and make a family, or engage in bringing up a family, and if God blesses them with the children, they will bring up those children. The first thing is the trust these two people have for each other. Number two is the faithfulness these people have
For each other.
That I want to be faithful to my partner, to my spouse. And when those two issues are brought on table, that is the trust and the faithfulness, that family will stand. Because whatever issues come by, it will be a matter of mutual understanding that we are going through either this happiness, or we are going through this misfortune, or we are going through this hardship and these challenges. So, because we are united, and there is no competition, then the children will find a very healthy environment where they will know our parents are here for us. And they will be able to bring up those children in the best way possible, as far as the societal norms are concerned, according to the expectation of the society. So the first and foremost, let there be trust and faithfulness to each other. Otherwise, that family will not stand.
And kuna hii phrase ya si tunapendana. Can people now clarify this? Maybe sijui or I'm too young to understand this. Is there a point where it reaches mapenzi inaisha ama because you find a lot of divorces? Maybe wanasema mapenzi iliisha. Do you believe that?
True. Love can vanish. And there are a number of factors that makes that mapenzi ishe. And it can be contributed by either of the spouses, either the husband or the wife. One, I have there before talked about trust. If one of them becomes untrustworthy, then there will be a problem. Mapenzi itaisha. If the other one is having maybe extramarital affairs here there, again mapenzi itaisha. Then it is very unfortunate that these days, most of the marriages, and I'm using the word most, it is not all, but most of the marriages of you young people is out of the girl looking at what does this young man have, forgetting that she also requires to bring something on the table because of the way the economy is. Each one should be able to be fending for this marriage to work. So, but the girls tend to be looking at the young man. What do you have? Do you have a car? How much? What is the value of your wallet? So the love, in quotes, will be based on the fatness of the wallet. If the wallet is not there, and the girl cannot see any prospects of richness in this young man, the girl may accept, let's get married, but she will be going behind the man to get the extra coin. And that is why there are very many divorces. And then the expectation mostly of the girl. Okay, the boy child may not be having these issues because I want to believe the boy child just wants to settle down and have a family. But the girl is so focused on the issues that attract her personally. How am I benefiting from this marriage? What is this young man offering me? Forgetting that marriage is a two-way traffic. Nipe, nikupe. Bring what you have. I bring what I have. We put it on the table. And then we budget and move. The other thing they forget is that Rome was not built in a day. Where do they expect these young people to get money equal to their fathers when they are in their 20s? While they are comparing their fathers and their sugar daddies with a young man of 25 years who has just graduated from college and is struggling and even hustling, comparing with somebody who has worked even for 20 years.
True.
So I think that is where the girl child is missing the point. And lack of patience. I would want to say, personally, I started from the first square, the one you call square A. And because of the trust, this is now my personal aspect. Because of the trust we had with my spouse and the patience we had with each other, the Lord has brought us this far. And we cannot be complaining because God has blessed us. He has blessed the work of our hands. We have been able to rise and be where we are.
On a funny note, these days the girls are bringing themselves to the table. If you know, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
inanifanya nisahau my next question. So how long have you stayed in marriage?
I have stayed in marriage for the last 35 years.
Wow.
Yes.
More than I've been alive.
Yes.
And tell us, explain to us how your kitambo with no phones, how courtship used to be like, and maybe where you used to talk. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Okay, during our time, there were no phones. And there were many meeting points and points of interaction. For example, we would meet in the churches as young youth. Those who are not in the church would meet in what they used to call dances. The French dances. Those who are not in the church, they would meet there. So when dating, it was a matter of we have met. If it is in the dancing, we have met. Tumekubaliana, we want to be friends. So tunapanga date the next one at that time. So tunaambiana, if today is on a Thursday, tutakutana Sunday mahali fulani. And we had to be faithful and keep to that, because otherwise there was no other way of communicating. And there is no other place that we are going to meet between now and Sunday. So it has to be very exact. If it is those who are in the church, when they meet on Sunday, maybe there's a youth rally, and they agree, they are friends, and they want to meet for the next date, they had to arrange when they are there. So we are meeting next Sunday, because during our time it was not a matter of moving up and down the way I'm seeing young people moving up and down. It was a matter of uko nyumbani kwenu, mimi niko nyumbani kwetu. So we cannot go looking for each other. Okay, if, for example, people are grown up and they were mature, they were on their own, they are not with the parents. You could visit your friend in their premises, where they live, where they stay, if it is the girl. But in most cases during our time, the girl had to be invited by the boy. But the boy had the liberty to visit the girl. If I am, for example, working and I have my own house, I am not with my parents, he could come. But me, I had to be officially invited, maybe through a sister-in-law to be. It was not that direct that I wake up in the morning and decide I'm going to see my boyfriend. No. It was a matter of, because of the self-respect, we could not just take ourselves to our boyfriends, but the boyfriends could come. We escort them as we arrange the next date.
Now, maybe in our era of phones and technology, there is this... the example you've given about going to maybe your man's place, or a man goes to his girlfriend's place. Now, you find that today, sijui nani anawi parent ya msichana. Yes? And now, also being a man, I am not at liberty of going to maybe my girlfriend's place, however I wish. But my girlfriend has the liberty to come to my place, however she wishes, because we have phones. Hey, can I come? Okay. Can I come? Okay. But you find there is another problem. Let's say, sina pesa ya kupeleka mtu date. I'm starting from
scratch.
And now, maybe I meet a girl. I invite her over to my place. Maybe I want to cook for her as we know each other. Basically, it's to know each other.
Yeah.
Lakini, you find that today's girls, I can't say they are damaged or what. They think when I invite you to my place, it's all about sex. Because you find that anakuuliza, what am I coming to do? When you tell her, I want you to come so that we can talk, maybe we expound on our friendship, she says that's hiyo ni scam. You want to have sex with me and leave me alone. Na uniachanishe huko. No, I don't know if it's a problem of technology or it's a problem of mindset. How did you operate back in the days? Kama maybe you have gone to visit your boyfriend or girlfriend. Was it more of sex or more talking?
Okay, during our time, which I may not compare with today, because there's the influence of the media, the phone, and all this, whatever they are calling civilization in quotes. When we used to meet, we would meet to know what are the prospects of being together. Is there a hope that we can marry and all that? Okay, and then understand. You know, the more you meet, the more you understand each other, the more you come to know each other, and then you can make now a concrete decision whether you want to be with this person for life. But and then it was not about sex. It was about knowing each other. You want to understand this person. In fact, sex was very far away from our minds. Let me confess. And it all depends on the girl. Let me confess, let me be very straightforward. True. The person to apply the brakes as far as sex is concerned is the girl. And the problem these days is somebody will say no, but ni ile no ya, in quotes. Yani no is not no. No could be. Hii ni kulinga tu kidogo. Wanting to be persuaded a bit. You see? Yeah. So aseme, sini wewe uliniforce, sini wewe ulinipersuade, nini uliniambia kutakuwa sawa. You see? But our time it was no to this and it is no. And we may look like we were backward, but I think the morals were good. And it was, okay, not that people are not getting pregnant and getting children out of wedlock. It was there. But it was not as rampant as it is today. Although there are other issues that are making girls want to be on their own. They just want a child. They don't want even the marriage, you see. And then the other one is the expectation that if I sleep with this man, maybe akona 5K atanipea at the end of it, or just to come being down in case I bring problems. There are those very negative expectations, especially from the female gender. And I have also said, let me repeat myself earlier, what I said earlier on, that it was not common for a girl to go visiting her boyfriend in his place. It was the other way around. But these days, it's like now the girl is courting the boy. Sure. But I think the objective is not genuine. It is because of desperation. Kuna desperation, kuna expectation. Somebody feels like inikiachilia huyu sitapata mwingine. And let me tell you, young man, girls have got two issues in their lives. One, girls would want a family, settle down as a family, but they don't want to settle down in a family where money is not enough the way they want. That is why atakuja kwako akubali muoane and all that. Lakini atakuwa anatoka nje. If I am very hard on the girl, please forgive me. But these are my observations. Anaenda nje, juwe umemwambia leo ni sukuma na ugali. But kuna mahali anaweza enda apate hiyo 1K, mkule nyama kwanza ya kuku, unaona? So I think it is the high time our young people, both gender, male and female, they calm down now and realize that money does not buy everything. Sure. Money does not buy happiness. Money does not buy what you think. It will buy a bed, it will not buy sleep. And money can do great things, but it will not bring that inner satisfaction. And by the end, you know, I wish young people would put this one into experiment. That you can marry when you are not very financially stable.
Yeah.
You bear with each other. And then maybe after 5 years mtakuwa mbali sana financially because you have stuck together. Mmesimama with one another. And whatever wave comes, whatever temptation come, mtu anajiambia, me I'll stand with my man. Me I'll stand with my lady. Because by the way, even the young men are going out with washosho kama mimi. Older women.
Yes.
Just to be financed. Wamama. Sijui ni sugar mama ama wanaitwa aje sijui. Wamama.
Mumama.
Oh, mumama.
So maybe, for example, if I had an older woman I'm going out with, ni mumama wangu.
Oh, huyo ni mumama wako. So there are some young men who are doing that, which is a very misplaced perception of life. Huyo mama will give you money. I was reading an article sometimes back of this young boy, let me call him a boy, who had these older women and these very, very well-up business women, magari posh, sijui, wako na driver, wako backseat, breakfast anapewa 10K. But he was now confessing, the article was, he was now confessing how this old woman destroyed him and destroyed his life. By the time he realized that he needed a family, it was too late. Then his engineers had come to know he is moving around with a mama. So even the girls he could approach could not accept him because they felt he has been so used. Ametumiwa sana. Ile ya kutumiwa. So he has nothing to offer. Mapenzi yake yote amempea huyu mama. So they would even, his ones now, they would even say, romance yako yote si unapatia yule mama, unataka nini kwangu sasa? So he was confessing and saying he wished he had somebody to tell him, you are going wrong. Although he said he had kept it so secretive, but he realized that the only lady was arafu, ilifika mahali, he is being used just like tissue. Akijaribu kuenda, anaambiwa, okay, enda. Anytime, phone. Kuja. And he had to come because in the morning he was given a lot of money. He was even given a vehicle. So he had no option of refusing, I'm not coming. Kwa nini unakataa kukunja na uko na gari yangu? Si uko na gari, si ukunje, I need you. So he was saying it is such a miserable life. He was not happy. He had money, but he was not happy within himself.
Now, my final question.
Yes.
What would you call a person who goes out of their way to get money with this sexual?
That is somebody with no wisdom, and wisdom is better than silver and gold. Because when you go out of your way,
Imezima. Sawa.
When you go out of your way to get money by seeking sexual favors and all that, yes, you get the money, you will have that lifestyle which you want, but the inner person will always be tormented because the conscience of a person will always tell you you are wrong. The conscience of the person, only that people kill their conscience, but the conscience of a person, even the prostitutes to know whatever they are doing is wrong, but they have killed the conscience to want that money. At some point in life, somebody will. I'd wish I never did it.
Thank you for giving me this interview. I hope somebody will listen to it and maybe their life can turn around. Again, thank you.
Welcome.
And I hope we'll have more sessions in future.
Welcome. Available anytime you need.
Thank you. This was a special episode on growth crisis. Remember to subscribe, follow Ink Radio KE. I was your guy, Lord